Yes, good afternoon to you again and welcome to the Philip Master Ground here in VA4 where we're about to start game number 8. Game number 8 in the St. Lucia Premier League. This morning we saw the VA4 South Sunrisers, shop box VA4 South Sunrisers bouncing back from last evening. In fact, they saw the sun rising this morning, and the Sunrisers winning by 10 wickets convincingly, and a big upset in the tournament so far. And this afternoon's game, the winning the toss and fielding first, and we will just run through the Knights team. It's Dalton Polius, Alex Antoine, Kimani Melius, Dane Edward, Owen Edward, okay, it's Sheldon Arno hit this one, he plays it back along the track just to the right of Arno, almost making a catch of it. It goes there to Dane Edward at mid-on. So let's go again. It's Gros Knights, it's Dalton Polius, Alex Antoine, Kimani Melius, Dane Edward, Kurt Edward, Kim Shalry, Siobhan Joseph, Veron Preville as we break. Sheldon Arno short and Kadas trying to help this one around and not making contact. Umpire Murphy John signals wide, but they run through for a single. Keeper Melius not able to glove properly. The score 2 without loss. Continue Veron Preville, Simeon Gerson, Shelton Arno, and Bradley Giddens. So it's Shelton Arno, the left hand medium pacer, bowling from the top end, the Huronor International Airport end, or the road end, or the, as we see the clouds building up on the far side because we are square on, and this one from Arno is off the edge, and feel that third man, Kadas just works it off the body, single. Veron Preville runs around and picks up 1 run. The Renegades in the second game of the day, having lost this morning to the Sunrisers, and a big upset, the upset of the tournament so far. It might be the upset of the year, as Arno bowls and James coming forward just stabs this one down. No run. So it's 4 without loss. As I look in the far distance was Mariah Arno, and the batsman running through for a quick single. Veron Preville not able to come in quickly enough. 5 without loss. And a big game this one is, because the loser there might be a little further away from making it to the semi-finals, because both teams have lost their first encounter. So it'll be 2 losses. So it's Arno run away from the road and bowls to Kadas. Kadas drives at it, but this one keeping a little low. Taken by keeper Melius, and that's the end of the first over. 5 without loss. Pretty good over, although 5 runs coming off it. Good over, and welcome to you, Joe. Yes, and it will be, we'll wait to see who's taken up from the Bruceville end, as Captain Dalton Polius speaks with his, he's chosen to go with Siobhan Joseph. better known for his batting, but bowls some steady medium pace. One we could probably call a genuine all-rounder, Joe. Bowls and bats equally well. Genuine all-rounder. Well, if you just we can call him an all-rounder. I don't think we can get into the latest qualifications in terms of just probably just a little out of the stump. Cover region for 4, Joe. Renegades, so the Renegades are 12 without loss. And we are saying, Joe, sometimes we see maybe a little blemish in the field, and right away the captain immediately makes a change. That's something that doesn't look too good for the fielder's confidence.
Yeah, Brian, that's true, but captain, he's the captain of the team, and he knows what is best, Brian.
So what if the captain was the one who made that blemish? Would you say, Skipper, come on, let's change position?
You will never hear that before.
Okay, well, we should all be treated equally. Nobody wants to miss field or drop a catch. So into over number 3. Over number 3, and we're trying to make some preparations here. The wind is starting to pick up, and we can see the rain in the distance as Shelton out of bowls and is back and pushes it out into the extra cover region where Dalton Polius picks up. So we should put the monitor down. So the rain, it seems to be a little drizzle, but it's gotten a little dark. Short and Arno. There might be a run out. Oh, just misses a stump. There is the keeper, and the batsman goes through for a single. So, and we see the umpire taking off the bails and he's calling on the covers. And I'm lost as to why the covers are coming on. It's only a slight drizzle, but the umpires have called for the covers. And don't forget, later on we'll have our debutant comment person, Shan Rowe. She'll be joining us at the mic for a few comments. She'll be telling us all about the KFC chicken and the different dishes we can get at KFC. Okay, so the covers are coming on. The covers are coming on. It's a light drizzle, Joe. If you were out there, would you have called on the covers, Joe?
Not so early back.
Yes. Right. So in the commentary booth end, we are trying to secure the equipment, and we're doing our best to shelter from the sharp drizzle, if I can call it that way. So the strip has been covered. Ground staff is out there, or the curator, Al Prince, has done a good job to get the pitch up to the level it is. Joe? Yes, yes, during the practice matches. Yeah. Yes, during the practice matches, the preparatory work was just going on, and I must say now we've seen the finished product, and it is it applied themselves. One or two chances, one or two balls did a little something, but I think the wicket played very, very well throughout.
Yes, that's the benefit. Another game, I think they should try and squeeze as many overs as possible.
Well, you would know better than me. If you go out, you will not be able to come back in the drizzle. They went out with a slight drizzle, so they will not have to wait until it subsides to come back on. That's probably the mistake they made. Had they stayed down, they would have been continuing all now too. So we await as it's the I'm not sure if they've been asked to take it off now. It seems that they are going to take it off.
But Brian, I am not happy yet because I am not seeing my little girls.
Oh, well, I will have some news for you about the Peter girls in a little later, Joe. I have been reliably informed that we might be a little disappointed.
Not a little, Brian.
Okay. But it doesn't look good out there, Joe. It seems they're going to be bringing in some more cover. Because if I'm watching correctly, they've pulled the cover which is on, pulled it a little further down, making room for the second cover.
So that's not good news, Brian.
Not good news. And as we look out towards the east, towards the sea, we can see the rain is coming on a little harder.
So it seems we'll be in for some overtime tonight.
Yes, we seem we're going to be in for a short break. Yes, it's coming on a little harder, and the teams try to get the covers in. So it seems that the umpires did the right thing, Joe.
They did the right thing, Brian.
Yes. So
when the south has rain, Brian, it is not a good sign.
not a good sign. So our apologies to umpire John and Donovan. You did the right thing.
No problem. We advise.
Certainly a disappointing turn of events there, Joe.
Yes, Brian.
Never a good sign when game is on the way and the rain comes. And it's
Looking like a mini storm.
yes, Joe. Rain is really coming down now, Joe. But the middle is protected.
good thing about it is there is a strong wind blowing, so in a while it might when the wind falls away.
Well, we have to keep our fingers crossed. There's a strong wind blowing, but when we look out to the east there, it doesn't look good. And we have young girl, I think she might be, I'm not sure if she's an expert on the weather, she might be.
But Darren, where you?
I'm at Bat Cave.
Darren, what you doing there? We have a competition. St. Lucia is the SPLT20 tournament. From September 15th to October 2nd. Cricket, Litty Blasters, Johnson Charles's Nagico, South Castries Lions, Dalton Polius's Gros Knights, Craig Emmanuel's Mabouya Valley Renegades, Gary Mathrez, Miku Trailblazers, Keddy Lesporus's Shockbox Viewfort Sunrisers, Audie Alexander's Chozel Craftmasters, and Keitha Prosper's SRDF Soufre Pitons. On September 15th, 16th, 17th, we'll be at the Soufre Mini Stadium. September 19th and 20th will be Mabouya Playing Field. September 22nd, 23rd and 24th, Philip Marsler Grounds in Viewfort. The semi-finals, September 29th at the Darren Sammy National Cricket Stadium. Third place and finals at the stadium as well. Get the full fixtures on the website www.splt20.net. It's all about the SPLT20 tournament.
That's all I'm hearing.
Don't miss it.
Thanks to technology, we can still enjoy some of life's most important moments. Just sign up to check your balance, manage multiple accounts, and pay your bills online through your bank. Even while doing what matters most. It takes just a few minutes to set up from a computer, tablet, or smartphone. Select My Account, a free, fast, and easy way to view and pay your electricity bills.
Shopbox opens the door to online shopping. Shop at your favorite stores and get deliveries straight to your door. We make shopping simple. Just ask. Cut! Who let the dog in?
Sir, we have a delivery for 300 chew toys.
What? Rover?
Thanks to technology, we can still enjoy some of life's most important moments. Just sign up to check your balance, manage multiple accounts, and pay your bills online through your bank. Even while doing what matters most. It takes just a few minutes to set up from a computer, tablet, or smartphone. Select My Account, a free, fast, and easy way to view and pay your electricity bills.
You booked your flight, hotel, and you got your visa? You bought a laptop, flat screen TV, sneakers for the kids, home theater system? Oh, and that juicer for mom. Stuff that into your case and keep it under 50 pounds. You must be insane. Leave the headache to us. Maybe you don't have a US visa, but you want to shop abroad? We can still make it happen. We provide a physical US address for your online purchases. There are no hidden charges. Affordable local delivery and the lowest rates guaranteed.
But Darren, where you?
I'm at Batcave.
Darren, what you doing there? We have a competition. St. Lucia is the SPLT20 tournament. From September 15th to October 2nd. Cricket. Lovely St. Lucian cricket. Come see Darren Sammy's Avatar City Blasters, Johnson Charles's Nagico South Castries Lions, Dalton Polius's Gros Knights, Craig Emmanuel's Mabouya Valley Renegades, Gary Mathres Miku Trailblazers, Keddy Lesporus's Shockbox Viewfort South Sunrisers, Audie Alexander's Chozel Craftmasters, and Keitha Prosper's SRDF Soufre Pitons. On September 15th, 16th, 17th, we'll be at the Soufre Mini Stadium. September 19th and 20th will be Mabouya Playing Field. September 22nd, 23rd and 24th, Philip Marsler Grounds in Viewfort. The semi-finals, September 29th at the Darren Sammy National Cricket Stadium. Third place and finals at the stadium as well. Get the full fixtures on the website www.splt20.net. It's all about the SPLT20 tournament.
That's all I'm hearing.
Don't miss it.
Thanks to technology, we can still enjoy some of life's most important moments. Just sign up to check your balance, manage multiple accounts, and pay your bills online through your bank. Even while doing what matters most. It takes just a few minutes to set up from a computer, tablet, or smartphone. Select My Account, a free, fast, and easy way to view and pay your electricity bills.
Shopbox opens the door to online shopping. Shop at your favorite stores and get deliveries straight to your door. We make shopping simple. Just ask. Cut! Who let the dog in?
Sir, we have a delivery for 300 chew toys.
What? Rover?
take it off and start running again.
You're not running again, Baba. But we are seeing you.
I know. Right. I move the plan.
We have special by the map. That is the drink finishes. We have a drink on special right now. Come by the map, ask for it by name. $10 for 3. So plenty drinks on special here tonight. Make sure you go and patronize the bar. Get good and sing for the license to get alright. And make sure the game starts again. You understand me, folks? Okay, everybody here to make your friends and view for us. And they said, a certain drink on special is too cheap. Go and take it up and pass it. What drink is that 3%? That is an energy drink, natural energy drink. That's the best way to describe that one there. Alright, that is how we drink the special. Good. Yeah, you want to let us take that. Okay.
Sugar beet.
That miscellaneous, the extra with the ball go out and that.
Yes, I'm back here at the Philip Master grounds. Good news. The lights are on and we are about to resume. Also go. We were in the third over when play was interrupted with Mabouya Valley 14 without loss. As we see Arno bowling from the road and bowling to it's Ked Kadas there. He swings at this one and he gets a bottom edge on it as it goes down to fine leg for 4. So as we resume the first delivery after resumption, boundary and takes the score to 18 without loss. So we just welcome back Joseph St. Mark, who was busy negotiating for the Peter dancers to be sent on an emergency flight down to the Philip Master ground. But at this point, air traffic a bit busy and not possible as he bowls to Kadas again. Kadas tries to pull this, a short one tries to pull this one through mid wicket, hits it hard into the turf and goes to Simeon Gerson at short mid wicket. No run. And the showers, which we had almost an hour ago, depositing some water on the outfield, but kudos to the ground staff, Al Prince in particular, mopping up things, and we are here to continue on as Arno bowls to Kadas, and he drives into the cover region where he's picked up a no run. Score 18 without loss into over number 3. It's a 12 over the side game now. So it's Arno again from the road end or the Hero International Airport side, and he hits it hard into the ground. He hits it into the extra cover region where Dalton Police is in attendance. No run. 18 without loss. Joe and the ground staff working hard to get us going in less than an hour. Yes, so we had a downpour about 40 minutes ago, and we're back and running. So it's Arno bowling over the wicket to Kadas, and Kadas drives straight to the man that was airy, to the man at long off. It looked to me it went full into his hand there. Joe been a little unsighted there, but fell short. Okay, we might be able to see it up on replay. Alex Antoine there, not coming off with a catch. You might be able to see it on the replay. As the score moves on to 19, they took a single. We might be able to get up on the replay. Let us see. As over number. Yes, Shelton Arno from the country, almost like a T20 mercenary. So, as you said, he finished off well. He didn't start off too well, but finished off well in the end. The score 19 with Callas on 11 and James on 4. The opening pair still there. The Renegades are sent in to bat. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get it on the replay. Okay, so it's Simeon Gerson bowling from the Bruceville end. Okay. So Joe will give the fielder the benefit of the doubt at this point. Just dropping short as Simeon Gerson round the wicket bowled, and he's down the wicket. He hit it in the air. Will he be out caught? Yes, he's out caught. First delivery from Gerson. Hit it straight down the throat of Preville. So success to Gerson. Kadas was using his feet there seemed to have hit low down the bat, Joe, and just pulled it up into the air where the man at long off Prevail took the easiest of catches. Yes, and we. And if you could just see the replay again, Joe, you'd see that Kadas came down the wicket, but was looking to hit it through the onside as he comes down. Yes, just trying to hit it through the close the bat space a little too early there, and peeled off the edge and went down too long off where Prevail took the catch. We could just watch it one more time if we have yes, we might be able to just see it one more time as Gurgen is into Kadas is down. As you see, they're trying to close it at the last moment of the button to Prevail. Okay, this one from Gerson, first ball up to Denzel James because the batsman crossed and he's beaten. The new batsman is the captain, Craig Emmanuel. He has promoted himself in this inning as Gerson is into James, and James swings at this one and misses. And Joe, I think that the batsmen have the wrong approach. They see the tiny little right as Gerson bowls again. This time he should have done a lot better with that, but seems to be in two minds there, but in the end he just played it up. First over for Gerson. The batsman, despite I guess what's playing on their mind, Joe, is that it is a shorter game now. It's now a 12 over side game, and two balls previously, James was looking to cart him out of the ground, missing both. But then he was a little cautious in the third delivery, and then said, "Oh, okay, let me take my chances," and hit this one, connected, and his one out of the ground for 6.
And as you rightly said, it's a 12 over side game now, so the batsman really wants to try and push on and get a hit and take out on the ball.
So it's 25 for 1, and we're into over number 4. So the ball went into the school area, and for some reason it has not been sent over. So probably we could get the lawmen to go across there to recover the possessions of the SPL. Just a little story, Joe. In one of the practice games, I was told a ball was hit into the school area, and by the time the guys went across to pick it up, a certain individual was already signing the name of his son on the ball instead of returning it. So I hope this is not the case.
See the German in the white? I think he went across and picked up the ball. Yes, and back.
So we probably have to get the head of security to go over and investigate. No, we're not asking it. No, we're not asking the volunteers, Joe. We're asking the head of security. Some bodies with some more weight, or maybe we might have to ask you to go, Joe. Oh, okay. As Gerson again is into Denzel James. Outside the awesome, and he hits it into the cover. There's a man sweeping. So single. Alex Antoine picks up, throws it into the keeper. Single. 26 for 1 at the end of over number 4.
Yeah, so not a bad over. But the Renegades are trying to push on. As you said, it's a 12 over on the side. So they will try and get as many runs as possible to look fight of this match, right?
Yes, and I'm sure weighing on their mind, Joe, is the loser here will be. It will be a little more difficult for them to get into the final 4. Right, so I'm sure it'll be weighing on their mind. They lost their first game this morning to the rejuvenated Sunrisers. The sun finally rising this morning.
And they made full use of
Yes, full use of it. Convincing victory by 10 wickets. And when I just look to my left, I could see manager Moffat very happy, smiling from ear to ear. This is Alex Antoine, the vice captain of the Knights. He's taking it up from the road end or the UNO International Airport end. He'll be bowling to James. This one is James, not quite sure there, a little at sea there, Joe, to this first one, trying to read it off the pitch. Okay, so Antoine again, short this time, and he hits it through the covers. The captain, Polius, trying to make a diving stop there, but eludes him and goes out to the man on the extra cover boundary where they pick up a single. So one more to the score. The score rolls on to 27. I just want to maybe shout out Miss Eugenia. Yes, 5 runs coming from this over. We had 7 coming from the previous over from Gerson. And we saw in the earlier game between the Renegades and the Sunrisers, the captain came in, played 1 or 2 shots, and he was heading back to the pavilion very, very early. So he has promoted himself in this match. As we see Gerson round the wicket, bowls to James, and short, and he hits it down. Bowls again. Emmanuel is down, on the full, and he's whipped it through square leg. That's 4 runs. 4 runs to Emmanuel. This time he used his feet, got it on the full, just cutted it through square leg down to the boundary for 4. Okay, so it's Gerson again to Craig Emmanuel. He's down the wicket again. This time he pushes it. Could do no more than push it into the covers where the captain Polius fields. 36 for 1 and win over number 6 as he bowls again. This time he's short and he pulls this one around to the man on the mid-wicket boundary, and they run through for a single. So 1 more to the score, 37 for 1. And the end of the 6th over of the 12 overs a side game. It's Craig Emmanuel.
Both batsmen will try to really push the scoring along, but Gerson and the other bowlers of the Brazilian team have other ideas.
Right, it's Alex Anton bowling from the road end. And he pulls this one high, and hard is gone. Over the stand it is, 6 runs. So this one, Alex Anton was just about on midland leg. And Craig Emmanuel, not a short man by any stretch of the imagination, put the left foot down and slog sweeping over mid-wicket, way over mid-wicket for 6. Yes, big hit, a big of the bus stand. So it's Alexander, this time he's going to round the wicket, bowling to Craig Emmanuel. And this time he goes for the slog. It looks like he came off the edge. Kimani Melius not holding on. But no run. Emmanuel shows it came off, is trying to indicate that it came off his pad. But we never know. Alex Antoine round the wicket to Craig Emmanuel. Again, this one is gone. 6 more. Further this time. Further out of the ground this time. 6 more. And Alex Antoine bowling in the slot for that. We're seeing Emmanuel's intention, slog sweeping, and him going around the wicket. He's bowling right in the slot for that, pitching those balls up just about on the off stump. As he's in again, bowling to this time he tries to flick it off the top edge, but going a long way to the man Chauvin Joseph on the mid-wicket boundary. He was trying to work this one off the body there, but it was a quicker one too. It came off the top edge and went as far as mid-wicket. And the 50 is up 42 deliveries, 3 fours and 3 sixes. That's Alex Anton again in bowl to Iman, bowl to Denzel James this time. And he is foul to this one, back along the track to the bowler. So Denzel James content to be the silent partner. As Alex Antoine is into James again. And he's trying to slog sweep it. It beats the man at short third man. Goes well stopped there by the man running back from short third man. And they're looking for 3. They're going for 3 and then maybe closer. Loud appeal there. But Craig Emmanuel comes herring home. And 3 runs and 3 wides. We see the signal come from umpire Matthew John, the umpire signaling wide. So 54 for 1. 54 for 1. Yes, and a ball hit by Craig Emmanuel, which was in the somewhere down Clark Street, has just returned. I think they had to get a taxi to go get it there, Joe. So it has just returned. There's a big hit. Just imagine Collins' calendar hitting one there. It had to be somewhere in Library, and Joe. Okay, so Alex Antoine, he'll be bowling to Craig Emmanuel. Some 17 runs in the over so far. He comes forward, pushes into the offside, and no ball. So more action in the over, Joe, as you rightly said. A very eventful over there. No ball, and they go for the single. Some 19 runs of the over so far, Joe.
Yeah, and that's cricket for you, Brian.
And he tries to swing this one. He gets it into the mid-wicket area, capitalizing on the free hit, and it goes into the boundary for 4. So some 23 runs coming off this over from Alex Antoine. Some 23 runs coming off of this over, and the score rushing up to 60 for 1, Joe, of 7 overs.
Yes, that was a big over for the Renegades. 23 runs in the last over from Alex Antoine. I'm sure the Renegades will be very happy for this over there.
Yes, Renegade 19 runs of the over. The run rate has now gone up to 8.57. This one is short, and he hits this one high and hard. It's gone over the fence at 6 more. Gerson short on this occasion. Craig Emmanuel waiting on the back foot and pulls it over the fence for another 6.
Anything that is in the slot, he's in the 6, Brian. Another great shot again from Craig Emmanuel.
Yes, and we're hearing the crowd in expectant mood. He, and you know the rest. So it's Gerson. He's bowling over the wicket, and he's bowling to Craig Emmanuel. Short, and this time he hits it through the cover. That's 4 more. 4 more runs. This one's short there from Gerson. He would have some difficulty at least gripping the ball now, Joe, because there's a wet outfield. So this one was short to get outside the awesome, and Craig Emmanuel onto the back foot and hammering this one through the extra cover region, and another 4. Yes, so he's on 29 of just 16 deliveries, 2 4s and 3 6s. So Gerson goes again and he drives this one over long off this time. 6 more runs. So Gerson has been taken to the cleaners there, Joe. And they go through for a single. It ricochets off the body and he retrieves somewhere in deliveries. So it's it looks like Siobhan Joseph has been brought back into the attack. He'll be bowling from the road end. And he'll be bowling to Denzel James, who is on 18, and he has been there from the start. So it's Siobhan Joseph bowling over the wicket to James, and he drives straight down ground, wide of long off, and it's gone into the boundary. 4 more runs. 4 more runs, a glorious shot there. Joseph was pitching up there just outside the off stump. And Denzel James just driving. Joseph again bowling to Emmanuel. Emmanuel takes it on the full and hits it over mid wicket for 6. Takes him to 48. Well, yes. As the song is saying, the Renegades are misbehaving. Whole night people will be complaining. The fans of the Gros Knights will be complaining because it's raining boundaries here. 95 for 1. Emmanuel on 48, approaching a 50. Yes, and Joey said the best form of defense is attack. And the captain has come out and he has led the attack. And the bowling change. Kurt Edward is picking up the attack, and another experienced player, Kurt Edward. He has gone off the cricket scene for a while. Not quite sure what's happening with Kurt Edward, but yes, that too. Yeah, he has been in this SPLT20 league. I'm sure she's tuned in. Yes, very much so. From all of us here, congratulations to Miss Eugenia Gregg. Wish them well in the upcoming series against Sri Lanka. Tomorrow we may get a chance, God willing, to have a few words with her if time permits. The Polar just skipping around, going on just in time and restricting the approaching the 100. Bowls and hits this one down to long on. The man and long on picks up and he's looking for 2. It's Craig Emmanuel, but throw comes in. Only 1. The 100 is up. 100 of 63 deliveries, 7 4s and 6 6s. So the 100 up for the Renegades in the 10th over. 100 for 1. Yes, 100 and what do you think would be a pass score there, Joe? If 2 overs to go.
125, 130.
About 130. I think about 140 would be a good score there, Joe. So it's Kurt Edward to Emmanuel. He drives square. 2 men, almost some sloppy work there. 2 men sweeping on the boundary there. The throw not a good throw. Wicketkeeper Kimani Melius having a bit of work to do. But the batsman still restricted just to 101 for 1. Craig Emmanuel on 50 and Denzel James on 25.
Good work there by Alex Antoine, sweeping, and he's sweeping the batsman to just 1 out.
So it's Kurt Edward to James, and he drives to the man in the extra coverage. They're looking for the single, but it doesn't beat who's that there, Dalton Polius. And they were looking for the single, but they remained in their ground. Dalton Polius picking up cleanly. So some 6 runs off this over so far. So compared to the last couple overs, Joe, a decent over?
Oh, decent over. As a matter of fact, a good over. Super.
Right, as Edwards bowls to James, is down the track, he drives along the ground, it goes to the man at long off and picks up one. Captain Emmanuel looking for the second run, but there's no second run there. So a good over in the context of the game in the last 3 overs. It's 7 runs in this over, 102 for 1. Room to free his arms there, and he's able to hit it over the wicket, bowls to Emmanuel. All the time in the world to take this catch, and that's Pollard there, that's Bradley Giddens there, and he puts it down, Joe.
Yes, Brian. Well, he continues the trend. I think he dropped a sitter also in Super. So he has not been catching well at all, Brian.
Yes, certainly he has the nickname Pollard, but Pollard doesn't drop those. As is Arno again to Emmanuel. Off the edges, it goes down to the man at short third, at wide third man. They're coming for 2, and they get it. So 2 more runs. So there's a little sloppiness creeping in, 115 for 1. A little sloppiness creeping into the Gros. I'm feeling now, Joe, if 1 over to go.
Yes, Brandon, I think the problem is the eyes of the ball. Renegades and the batsmen, they are running the push one fast. So the opportunity the fumbles, they're going back.
Denzel James on 27, 62 from 30 balls. And Denzel James 27 from 26 balls. So the final over to be bowled by Kurt Edward. And he will be bowling to Denzel James. So will all hell break loose in this over? Kurt Edwards running in from the Bruceville and bowls to Denzel James. He hits this one through extra cover. There is somebody sweeping on the boundary. I think it's Alex Antoine. He picks up 1 run, 116 for 1. 116 for 1. We're in the final over of the innings. It's 12 overs aside. So Craig Emmanuel, he's on 62 from 30 balls. And he'll be bowling to, he'll be facing from Craig Emmanuel. Craig Emmanuel is facing, and he's facing from Kurt Edwards, and this one is wide. Emmanuel having to reach for this one there. So it's 117 for 1. 98 the partnership. Comes Kurt Edward bowling to Craig Emmanuel. So goes to Pollard at to Bradley Giddens at short third man, single. Guys, batsman ran through for a single. 118 for 1 in 11 overs. Some 4 balls remaining. So Kurt Edwards now bowling to Denzel James. Over the wicket bowls. And he hits this one, tries to hit this one through the offside. Only succeeded in getting it to Gerson at mid wicket. Score remains on 118. A rarity, the dot ball.
Edwards is doing a very good job for his team at the moment, Brian.
Yes. As Rick said, Edwards is a very experienced player. He has played for the national team before. As he bowls, and when he drives it down to long off, it's only a single. Down to Prevail, single. 119 and the 100 partnership up. 100 partnership of 56 delivery with 7 fours and 6 sixes. Down to, and there might be a run out. Oh, he misses it. Again, again, he missed the ball there, and James was held. Came to Kurt Edwards. Edwards trying to get the ball in the hand, not able to, and at the end of the day, it was a single. Yeah, so Craig Emmanuel would have been well short had Kurt Edward picked up that ball there, Joe.
Yes, Brian, so as we said, some sloppy and the fielding by the Brazilian Knights.
Yes.
They allow the Renegades to really get up and to a good total burn. So, the ball, the Brazilian Knights have to come out and see if they can overhaul this total burn.
Yes, so it's 122 for 1. One. 122 as we get you ready for the highlights of the inning. And Joe, just to recap as the highlights come on, the Renegades sent into bat. They ended on 122 for 1. After the second over, we had a rain break all over the place. There were no Sunrisers coming off 10 wicket. The Gros and Knights will be chasing 150 of 12 overs.
Darren Sammy's Avatar, Sinajiko, South Castries Lions, Dalton Polius' Gros Knights, Craig Emmanuel's Mabouya Valley Renegades, Gary Mathres, Miku Trailblazers, Keddy Lesporus' Shopbox Viewfort South Sunrisers, Audie Alexander's Shozel Craftmasters, and Keita Prospers SRD the Mabouya playing field, September 22nd, 23rd and 24th, Philip Masler Grounds in Viewfort. The semi-finals, September 29th at the Darren Sammy National Cricket Stadium. Third place and finals at the stadium as well. Get the full fixtures on the website, www.SPLT20.net. It's all about the SPLT20 tournament.
That's all I'm here.
What's that?
How is it for them? But it's there for everyone.
Listen, that's what the system has produced. Oh, Biter, just mute it. But based on the numbers factored into the DL, they now have to chase 150 of 12 overs of 72 balls, and that's a gettable, Joe. So it's Shem Severin bowling to Melius, and this one he edges, got behind, first delivery, Melius goes. This one was shot outside the awesome. I'm not sure what Melius was trying to do, Joe, other than play the ball into the keeper's hand. Yes, and one of the main batsmen, Melius. We might be able to see it. Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen the replay there. And don't forget, you're streaming live from Grid as we see it short. And yes, he is trying to run it down to third man. It came on quicker than he expected. It took the fine edge, and wicketkeeper Denzel James does the rest. So the new batsman in it is Alex Antoine. And Great Visions Designs, the ones streaming live, and they're certainly doing some great work here. Dalton, the captain, has come in, Dalton Polius. And will he play the sort of inning that Craig Emmanuel played when he lost the first wicket? Yes. So the excitement, Polius, who was top of the under-19s, Joe. As Shevin bowls, and Dalton Polius is back behind it, behind this one, in behind, and plays it back along the track.
For the 19th earlier this year, he had a century and around 3 or 4 half centuries back.
Yes, tallied over 400 runs in the 3-day tournament. Yes, he's gone back to take an early shower. Go for a quick single. Shadrach Descat running in. unable to prevent the single. One wicket down for 1 run. Look to the left there, we see the Strozel Craftmasters warming up to our left. And this one, it's off the edge, it goes down to the boundary quickly for 4. Yes, and I said Strozel Craftmasters, Joe, but it's the SRDF Soufre Pitons to our left. The Peters are the ones that are warming up to our left. So they're up against the Miku Trailblazers immediately after this game. Oh yes, John, before you go, we just need to tell you how the fans rated you as we break. Shem Severin also aborts his run-up. Yes, and you are rated between 1 to 10, if 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. As we break, as Severin is in, bowling to Alex Antoine. He tries short and he tries to pull this one around, but only gets it as far as square leg. And they pick up a single, but singles won't do at this point in time, but it's still early days yet. Yes, you're very correct, Joe. As Andre Paul says, correct is right. It's 6 for 1, and we're into the first over. As Shem Severin, who didn't bowl all that well this morning, but he has bowled a successful also one, and Talon bowled a drive, and he's caught. Yes, he's out. He's caught. Talon Polius goes. This one, Shem Severin up about the outside, and Polius was into the drive, trying to hit this one through extra cover. Only succeeded in hitting it to the man at mid-off, and the second wicket goes. Polius goes, caught for 1, and Shem Severin a double success in the first over, Joe. Yes. He'll be bowling to Alex Antoine. He bowls, and Antoine goes for flashing. Alex Antoine will certainly not back down. As Ash bowls him, and he's struck on the pad. A lot of people is given out. He's given out. Alex Antoine on the back foot, missing this one, and we'll have a look on the replay. And he's given out, so the third wicket goes down. 10 for 2. Joe and Alex Antoine after this lovely shot for missing this one. He's back on his stump and missing this one, and he goes. This one, Joe, we're looking at it there. I think the umpire got it wrong, Joe. This one seemed to have been sliding down the leg side. Yes, but we have the slow-mo there, and we can see, yes, this one pitching just about on his. I mean, it looked to be sliding down, also a little high there, just about to roll. And if you look at the keeper is heading down the leg side, Joe, so that also is an indicator. So, yes, he's out. In the scorebook, it goes down as another wicket. So, the Gros are nice in further trouble. Yes, 10-4. We bowling to Kurt Edwards. He bowls. And Shadrach Descat, well backed up in the onside there, but they're through for a single. And the much anticipated game between the Soufre Peters and the Miku Trailblazers. A duo encounter again, Joe. So another.
In terms of the present game, it's looking like a one-sided game.
The Knights.
In terms of the last name, Brian, Knights, they should be playing better in the Knights.
Okay, well, we had the Sunrisers who were not as good last night. As bowled this one short. As he bowls and he is trying to play this one. Just. So it's 14 for 3. And the Gros Knights finding themselves in early trouble, Joe. They've really dug themselves in a hole, and that hole was dug even before they started to bat, Joe. Their bowlers not really being able to contain the Renegades. As Severin bowls and he tries to hit this one into 3, we in the third over. Well, Bradley Giddens is one of the batsmen, so we should expect him to probably come up the order. Yes, leg by, signal by umpire done. So the Gros Knights seem like the academic interest for them, but it would be a game that the Sunrisers would be taken very seriously, because that could mean they qualify, whether they qualify or not. So this one is a dot ball, no run scored of this delivery. 15 for 3 after 4 overs. Yes, 48. It's another 72 balls to go. Sorry, 8 overs left to go, 48 balls to go, and 136 runs of 38 balls.
So they need runs from both batsmen.
Yes, they need runs from both batsmen, and they also need runs from the bowlers, Joe, if they are going to pull off this victory. So Severin has been in a good spell. He'll be bowling to Kurt Edwards, and he turns it out of the pads to mid-wicket. No run. $15 for 3. We're into over number 5. So it's and he's bowling. He's bowling. Kurt Edward is bowled by Shem Severin. This one, Joe, is a little unsighted and distracted, but Shem Severin picks up his 3rd wicket, I think. We'll just have a look at the replay. Yes, we're in the 5th over. 15 for 4. 15 for 4. And still no Giddens.
Shem came back and bowled.
So it's 15 for 3. The new batsman, certainly not Bradley Giddens. Siobhan Joseph is the new batsman. As Shem bowls and he tries to play this one up. Yes.
He has 3 wickets already and just cannot stand the pressure at the moment, Brian.
Yes, so the conditions are suiting Severin this evening. The pitch a little freshened up by the night dew there. As he bowls to Joseph and he goes to another drive outside the off stump and goes through to the keeper. No run. Score remains on 15 for 4.
So the break we had before rain helped the Renegades and not the night, the Thursday night.
Yes, it looks so in both aspects. The batsmen, the ball coming on to them, and they're able to hit it into all parts. And now the bowlers taking advantage. As Severin runs from the road and bowls to Joseph, and he's forward. No run. So 15, the score remains on.
Coach of the Gros United, Brian.
The coaches?
Yeah, the coach is he's not a happy man at the moment at all.
Definitely not a happy man. So 7 bowls and he hits this one through the onside. It's a no ball and they pick up a single. Actually they walked through for it went for 4. No single from the umpire. We didn't get a single from the umpire, so we were told it went for 4. So 4 runs to Joseph. And he also has the opportunity for a free hit. So umpire just quickly signaling there, I think, as Severin runs into bowl to Joseph. Bowls now. He backs away and trying to hit it to the offside, moving further away. To the keeper it goes. 20 for 4 in over number 5. $20 for 4. And Severin has picked up 3 for 12 of 3 overs. So the Gros Knights have dug a hole and they're definitely not able to get out of it, Joe.
Oh yes, Brian, and they have themselves to blame, Brian.
Nobody but themselves to blame. But we must also say that the captain of the Renegades, Craig Emmanuel, he batted very well. He batted like a man possessed. Getting to 60 odd.
Yes, Brian, it was a great innings from him.
As Urge bowls, and this one is down the leg side. 4. She's 150. Bowls, and he comes forward and just plays it off. And he has a try at the stump. Cannot capitalize on the overthrow there. So 1 more run. 22 for 4. We're into the 6th over. Almost half the overs being completed.
Yes, Brian, and they need 60s and 4s like rain, Brian, in order to reach closer but to that total of 150.
Yes, Joe, we need some big hitting. So it's the tongue leg side. Let's see, we got some bat onto it. Down to fine leg where they're going for a single. So it's leg by. A leg by, single by umpire Donovan. 23 for 4. 23 for 4. They're chasing 150 of 12 overs. So it's Shalry back in strike. Ball down the wicket and it's into the air. Will it be caught? No, it falls safely. And one more run to this total. It goes up to 24 for 4. As compliments Curl, we been refreshed in the commentary booth. As Ash bows and he swings this one around, but he won't get 4 as the man from mid-wicket runs back. And a throw out from mid-wicket. And they get 2, and they're looking for 3 is Shalry. But 2 more runs. 26 for 4. Still another 124 runs required.
And it's a very tall order at the moment, Brian.
Well, Joe, you call it tall. I see a very huge, task.
As Ange will continue the bowling for the Renegades team. Mabouya Renegades.
Ash bowls and Joseph hits down the ground to long on. Good save there by the man at long on. Restricts the batsman to a single. So one more run to the score. As we greeted in the presence of West Indies female cricketer Kiana Joseph. So the score 27 for 4 at the end of over number 6. So with 46 balls remaining, 123 runs required. And Joe, we will probably try to get a quick word if Kiana Joseph. She will be going off to the West Indies camp in the next couple of days.
To Trinidad, Brian?
I think the camp has been held in Trinidad.
Okay.
Yep. So, Kiana, can you tell us how prepared are you for the camp coming up?
Well, I've been working on my game since I came from the World Cup in England. Well, I've been working on my game since I came from England. So, my bowling level is a bit more higher and I can bowl much better.
Okay, so we know that 18 persons have been selected for the camp and 13 are going to be retained. How confident are you that you will be part of that 13?
I am very confident because I will not wait until they choose me. I have to choose myself. So I choose myself to be on this team.
Okay, very good. As we break, as it's Magaran Shilut bowling to Siobhan Joseph outside the off stump, goes for a big drive and misses. One of the selectees for the West Indies senior female team, the camp, starts off on playing this one too confidently there. As we go back to Kiana Joseph. So Kiana, when at the camper, what would it come? Okay, so this one, he hits this one high and hard. It goes over. No, it falls just inside the boundary, and it's 4 runs. So a good hit there by the batsman Siobhan Joseph. But they need quite a few more of those.
And it reflected in the batting as well.
Okay, so if you had one thing to say to they
should really keep their head up and try to finish this game.
Okay, so don't forget we're speaking with Kiana Joseph, and she's here as part of the support team for the Gros Knights. And the Knights' second game, and they seem to Giddens, and finally Giddens makes his way to the crease. It's 31 for 5, asking rate of 23.03 covers, no runs. So maybe Kiana is not having a look at the figures on the board. They require, we just through to the 7th over. The next 5 overs in Dale Smith bowling, and off the back foot hits on to backward point, and they run through for a single. So Shalry goes on to 4, and Shalry has been batting for quite a long time. He's only on 4. He has faced some 11 balls so far. So the Knights have one more game to play. They play tomorrow against the Renegade. Not the Renegade, sorry. They play tomorrow again. He bowls again, and this one outside the all-stump, and Giddens is beaten again outside the all-stump. And Richard Chenif West Indies selectee break. Smith bowls, and Giddens cuts this one down to the man on the boundary, where picks up and just 1 run. So the Renegades well on their way to victory. They're playing their second game for the day, and looking like they're well on their way to victory. Bowls, this time he's down the wicket. It's into the cover region is Kim Shalry. Another single, 33 for 5. So do you think that Gros should just come off the field and say, well, it's over?
Well, the game isn't over until the last ball is bowled.
Okay, well said. The game is not over until the last ball is bowled. As Chulet bowls, and Pollard is down the wicket. Bradley Giddens, that is, down the wicket, having a swing at this one and missing, going into the keeper. They said it's not over until the fat lady sings. Joe was just checking to see whether the fat lady had come through the gates, and she was just around the corner. So, the fat lady is not too far off, Kiana. I hope you are not a fat lady. So, it's Shulet bowling to Giddens. He drives down to long off. And the pick up a single. He's trying to go for a second, but Shalry says, stay your ground, sir. It's my turn to have a go. So he hits this, to Shalry, hits this one into the cover region. And the guy there does well on the cover boundary as the batsman comes through for 2. So 2 more runs to the score. It's 44 for 5, and we've just finished over number 9. And Kiana, this new franchise system, the Gros Knights not living up to expectation. A lot was expected of the Gros Knights, but they're not doing as well as we expected.
No, not at all.
So, Kiana, you leave for the camp. How long will that camp be?
Well, that camp will be 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay. So, I take it that you and your coach have been going through the drills, and you're very well prepared for the upcoming camp.
Yes, I am.
Okay, as he's down the wicket, his Shalry just lofts it up to long on, falls halfway there, and the man from the long on boundary runs in, just picks up just outside the 30-yard circle, and single. Takes the score to 46. Bowls again, and this time Pollard hits this one high. And he is... Is he out court? Yes, he's taken. This one up to the bat it was, and Pollard trying to hit this one. Long on, hit it down to the man on the long on boundary. We're just trying to pick up who it is. And goes for 9. So another wicket goes for the Knights. 46 for 6, and one would not fault. I mean, you need to go at every ball.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kiana, would we at any time see probably you being part of the Gros team in a tournament like this?
I really want to be part of it, but they don't seem how to be part of it. I really want to be part of it because it looks like a good experience playing among the boys.
Okay. So going into your camp in a couple of days' time, what do you think you will really be trying to work on? You personally, what will be trying to work on? Looking from the outside, we're hoping that you will be able to apply yourself as a batter as well.
Yeah, I'm looking to, when I get an opportunity to bat, I'll apply myself.
Right, bat long and never get out.
Yeah.
Okay, the deceased Minu Philip with an asterisk behind your name. This one, Din Edward has now come into the crease, and he turns this one off the pads now and picks up a single. 47 for 6 at the end of 10 overs. So 2 overs to be bowled, and the asking rate, I'm not even sure if I should be saying what the asking rate is. A whopping 51.5 runs and over. Maybe in my time I would probably be going out there and probably try to bring that in, Joe. Okay, so as we say goodbye to Kiana Joseph, it's nice having you in our commentary panel. Letting us know of your upcoming camp. We want to wish you well. Hope that you in the final 13, and if you get into the final 13, Zachary Edmond. This one was swung to mid-wicket, and Edmond making a valiant attempt there, and we're in over number 11 as Shadrach Descat bowls, and he's beaten outside the stump. So Joe, coming back to you, when you said 2 things, I thought one, you were saying that the Peter girls had finally arrived, and 2, I was hoping you'd say that you were also the assistant coach to Kiana Joseph.
Yeah, well, sometimes I just give her a little tip, Brian, because she's a left arm just like me.
Okay, as Shallery hits this one straight down the ground, goes for 4. So Shallery hits this one down the ground for 4, takes him on to, and the 50 is up of 67 deliveries, 5 4s and 1 6. So Shallery's on 13. He's been batting for some 20 deliveries. He's on 13.
Yeah, the 50 took a very long time, Brian.
A very long time. And Kim Shallery is trying to go into second gear, Joe.
A little bit too late, Brian.
Too late. 82.29 runs required.
Oh my God.
For over. As it's Shadrach Descat bowling to Edward, and he's trying to play this one off the back foot. This one coming back into him, hits the bottom of the bat. He's looking at the bottom of the bat now at the end of the over. So he's on 2, Dane Edwards. And when I spoke with young Kiana Joseph, just saying that Dane Edwards would be winning the game for them.
Yeah, but she was only joking, Brian.
Okay. So we now need 96 runs in the last over.
96 in 1 over.
Will history be created here tonight, Joe?
Let us wait and see.
A couple free hits.
Yeah.
A couple wides.
Wides.
A couple overthrows.
Yeah, no balls.
A couple mistakes from the scorers.
Yes.
Can get us to 96.
To 96. So Gros Knights will be saying farewell to the tournament, Brian. Gros Knights will be saying farewell to the semi-finals.
Yes, and he's stumped. Oh, is that Shallery? Shallery finally goes. Shallery is finally put out of his misery. Stump for 14.
Stump of a wider, Brian.
Wait, he put it?
It was stump of a wide.
Yes, so Shallery goes stump of Wade bullet for 14. And while he batted out there, Joe, he looked all out of sorts. He looked a shadow of himself.
Yes, Brian.
And the new batsman is
Shelton Ano.
Shelton Ano, a man who views things differently.
Brian,
so,
I cannot understand the setup of the batting lineup of the Brazilian Knights.
Well, Joe, we are the commentators. We are not the management of the team, so we don't have the inside information. I understood from Kiana Joseph that the captain left the magic wand back at home, so they're blaming the captain.
Disaster.
Needing some magic at this point.
Disaster for the Brazilian Knights.
Okay, so it's Wade Hippolyte bowling to. Oh, he's hit in the chest there. This over the top, missing. And wicketkeeper Denzel James just taking it on the chest.
Yeah, but he's a tough guy, Brian. So yes. I think he will be all right.
Okay, if that's you or me, Joe, we will probably be calling for the ambulance now.
Yes, Brian, by all means.
In comes Wade Hippolyte bowling to Ano. And Ano tries to swing his one. He's going for a quick. Oh, he slips and falls. Ano trying to swing this one. And this one just dropping a few feet away from him. And then Edwards calls him home for the single. As Wade bowls and Edwards is just up in the air. He's going to be out caught. Takes the catch is Shulet. And then Edwards goes. Edwards goes. Scott Shulet a bowl. Wade Hippolyte. And another wicket goes. Another one bites the dust. 58 for 8, Joe.
And another nail in the coffin of the Brazilian Knights.
And as we speak about nails and coffins, we see the fat lady just coming up the step right now.
Well, that spells disaster for the Brazilian Knights.
Yes, and she's choosing the song she's going to sing tonight. So, Joe, can you probably guess what song the fat lady will be singing? Maybe Ashton might be able to help you.
Yes, I think Ashton.
As he swings this one, is gone. Where is it gone? That's one that's gone for 6 over mid wicket. That one has gone for 6. So 6 more runs to the total. 64 for 8.
Well, they needed sixes from the beginning, Brian. Now it's too late.
So it's one ball, Joe. They need 516 runs off this ball. Bowls and swings. Misses his dongle leg side. Go for one. They're coming for the second, and he might be run out. No, he's not. He gets home and wide. So 2 to the score. And the fat lady has begun to practice in the background.
I think she will be singing "Oh Holy Night."
Oh, when the Renegades walked. But I think she might be singing "You Never Walk Alone." The Renegades, they will never walk alone.
Oh, never, never.
So the Renegades really and truly picking up some points here tonight. It's the last legal delivery, 67 for 8. And he's bowled! He's bowled! Sheldon Anno trying to heave this one back over the head up to the molar chick area, missing, and he's bowled. So 67 for 9, the ends on 67 for 9, the end of the game, and the Renegades winning by some 83 runs on the duck of Lewis Method, Joe.
Yes, Brian, very disappointing batting display by the Gros Knights, folding meekly, and so the Mabouya Renegades are the happier of the two teams but tonight. But I know the coaches of the Gros Knights team will not be happy at all, Brian.
Yes, Joe, the Renegades this morning lost to the Sunrisers, but they came back in revengeful fashion, winning here by 82 runs. Just like the Sunrisers did last night. They lost last night, but they came back today, this morning, and winning by some 10 wickets.
Yes,
so,
man.
They go into the final day tomorrow, final round of matches tomorrow. Some key games still up. The Renegades will be playing the Avatar, undefeated Avatar City Blasters. So I guess the two teams will be looking to see who tops the group. Also we have the Sunrisers up against the Sunrisers. They up against the Knights to see who can sneak through. So tomorrow is going to be really an interesting day, Joe. Let's hope all goes well. On, but since then everything has gone well.
Yes, Brian. So that's the end of the second match of today's triple header. Gros Knights folding meekly, and the Mabouya Renegades are the better of the two teams. They played like champions, Brian, tonight.
Yes, the Renegades are better of the two teams tonight. Yeah, the better of the two teams. And as you said, they played, I won't say like champions, but they certainly played an improved game this evening. Certainly improved on what the product that they had this morning. They did their homework and did what they had to do. So, good win for the Renegades, Joe. So we will go down to the award ceremony, the end of match awards, end of the match award, and I think our man of the match for this evening is Craig Emmanuel for his 62. He got to 62. Craig Emmanuel getting to 62. So he's the man of the match this evening. Craig Emmanuel. Well
yes,
played,
man.
62, you really changed the game.
Yes, man. Yeah, it definitely is my man of the match.
Right, so we have, while we take a break, Joe, as we go to the ceremony, we have the highlights on. And we have one more game this evening, the final game for the night. The Mico Trailblazers, they're up against the Soufriere Piton.
So until we come back for the next game,
And he hits it over extra cover. It looks at it's gone into the boundary for 4. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. 0.57. As one is short. And he hits this one high and hard. It's gone over the fence. That's 6 more. Gros. It's Joseph again bowling to Emmanuel. Emmanuel takes it on the full and hits it over mid-wicket for 6. So it's Kurt Edwards bowling to Denzel James. Denzel batting way out of his crease. Bowls. And he hits this one through the covers. There's a man sweeping. Only one. Ball return. Kurt Edwards. He bowls. Down the track he goes. In the block hole. He goes down to. And there might be a run out. Oh, he misses it. My goodness. So it's Shem Severin bowling to Melius. And this one, he edges, got behind, first delivery. Melius goes. This one was shot outside the house. Bowls again, and this time Pollard hits this one high. And is he out court? Yes, he's taken. As Shem Severin, who didn't bowl all that well this morning, but he has bowled a successful also one, and Talton Polius drive, and he's caught. Yes, he's out. He's caught. Talton Polius goes. This one, Shem Severin up about the outside, and Polius was okay, and he bowls, and this one is off the back foot. He hits it through the offside, beats a Chad Polius there, and it's into the boundary for 4. Not back down. As Ash bowls him and he's struck on the pad. A lot of people, he's given out! He's given out. Alex Antoine on the back foot. Missing this one. So as he edges this one, drops just short of the man at slip, Ked Kadas. And he's bowling. He's bowling. Okay, so this one, he hits this one high and hard. It goes over. No, as he bowls, Pollard hits it down to long on, and he goes for 6. So this one pitched up, and Giddens using the shoulder, using the long handle, hits this one. Bowls again, and this time Pollard hits this one high, and Is he out court? Yes, he's taken.
Oh, it's growing all the time, Brian. We will have a full house for the next game.
So waiting for the balls. Edwards hits it past the bowler, down to long off. They pick up a single. And they're going for a second run. There might be a run out. No, it goes past the bowler and goes down to the keeper's end where he skips around and picks up. So it's 58 for 7. A disappointing display there by the Knights, Joe.
Very much so, Brian.
But I must say we have witnessed 2 good games today in the sense that we saw some good batting
yes.
from the teams.
Yes, Brian.
As Wade bowls and Edwards is up in the air. He's going to be out court. Takes the catches, Shulet. And then Edwards goes. Edwards goes. Scott Shulet a bowl. Wade Hippolyte. And another wicket goes, another one bites the dust. 58 for 8. And he's bowled him! He's bowled Sheldon Arnold.
them come forward.
Suspicious, bruh.